So what is going on, guys? I want to give you a quick intro to this video. I'm about to share with you a sales philosophy, a paper method philosophy that I came up with that helped me sell one policy per day. As you can see behind me, when I share with you guys some numbers, with this tactic and teaching, it helped me sell one policy every day. This was a method that I used and developed in my sales process that helped me sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of final expense life insurance over the phone. It allowed me to become a printing machine when it came down to selling life insurance. When days were slow, I relied on this system. When days were hot and I sold 2-3 policies per day, it was because of this system that I'm about to reveal to you. I did a training with my team. They absolutely blew up after it. And I'm also going to share with you some numbers, how someone implemented this and had a fast result as well. So if you want to learn how to sell life insurance, I want to give you guys some updates and tips on how I did it and also on how I'm teaching other people inside of my agency to do it as well. And here's one of the most game-changing philosophies that you are now going to have access to. Again, I have nothing to sell you. I just want you to win. I just want to share with you things that I've learned to hopefully help you make more money for your family. As you can see here, when I was selling in February, this method that I'm about to share with you helped me sell 4 policies, 2 policies. The weekend came 2, 4, 3, 1, 1. All by getting one deal a day, but ultimately by this paper method that I'm going to share with you, just printing a ton of deals in February. Let's go to January. In January, you can see here 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Weekend came 0 sales, 2, 3, 2, 1. Always selling Monday through Friday, every deal. I did 46 apps, 36 sales in January with this method I'm about to give to you. And then in February, March. In March, you can see here I did 43 sales in March because of this method that I'm about to give to you guys. 1 sale, 2 sale, 1, 1, weekend, 2, 2, 1. Guys, if you want to learn how to print policies, this is the method I use in this video I'm going to share with you. With this same training, a new agent of mine came in, never sold final expense, never sold life insurance, didn't even know what life insurance was. I trained him. I gave him this exact philosophy and strategy. And you can see here in this month, October of 2023, he sold 32 policies in his first month ever. Never again selling life insurance. And I'm going to give you guys exactly what he did with this philosophy that I trained him on that you can now have access to. 3 policies, 2 policies, 2 policies, 2 policies, 2 policies, 1 policies, weekend, 1, 2, 2, 4. All with this strategy. I love you guys. I just want to help you win. And ultimately, here is the paper strategy that helped change my business, helped change my life. It's going to also do the same for you as well. Cheers. I want to share with you a little printing paper method. I never shared with you guys before. So I'm going to share with you what I did. I would go to my printer. I would grab a stack of paper like this, like a large paste. I'd grab 30 sheets and I would fold it in half and I'd cut it right down the half. And what I do, every presentation that I did is I would put, let's say Roy picks up. I'm like, hey, Mr. Roy, what's going on? I need a presentation. I'd write his name at the top of the paper. This is a whole piece of paper. This is a sale that I'm looking at. This is Roy's name at the top. This is all in books on is Roy. Put Roy's name, his date of birth, and then I would do his presentation. And I would take it all on paper. At the end of that sale, at the end of the presentation, write down the situations. Give me 3 options. 10,000, 15, 20,000. I'd circle all 3. I'd write the quotes down. 10,000 is $76. 15,000, middle option, is $90. 20,000 is $150. If I sold Roy, what I would do is I'd highlight in Sharpie, I'd highlight how much I sold him, like the 15,000, and then I put his name here, I'd highlight him. And I had a stack of all my clients that write to me every day. Mr. Roy, I don't care who it is. Second thing that I did is that if I didn't sell Mr. Roy, I had this same piece of paper and I put to the left of me. Roy, daughter's name Stephanie, wants me to call him back. And what I did, guys, is the paper method. I would go through all those calls every day. When I didn't hit that one deal in the morning, and it's 12 o'clock approaching, I have about 45 minutes, 30 minutes before 12 hits, guess who I'd call first? I'd call Roy, and I'd call Stephanie, and I'd call Janice from 3 days ago, and I'd call, Tom from 4 days ago, because I was right there. There was some reason that they didn't buy, and I gotta figure that out. I gotta close this lead out. The people that said screw off no, I would literally just shred it up and there's a clear no. But until I got a clear no from Roy, this is my saving grace. When I came into it, I remember Micah, my first day here in Arizona, I had that commitment, make a sale, and I didn't make a sale until 6 o'clock, and I went through all these packets. I didn't have Wi-Fi in my apartment. I went down to the library, and I went through 6:30, 7 o'clock, I sold the last deals, last phone calls, because this little yellow paper that I had on next to me. So this printing paper method is a great way for you guys to save your deals. If you have 0 deals right now, and it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, don't go through your you can go through your pipelines, cool, if you don't have any new leads, but go through the people who are just right there on the finish line, who you just need to check up on them, who've had an appointment. And another thing that I did is I tracked my scheduled appointments. A lot of these people, we have appointments with them last month and we forget about them. When you have them written down in front of your name, you can go back and be like, oh yeah, Miss Sharon, she wanted to call Mutual at Omaha. Miss Sharon, what's going on? And you just randomly had that. It's so weird that like literally if you just do the calls and you don't make any sales one day, but you have these papers next to you, that one of those people are gonna say yes today. And you're like, how the heck did I make a deal? Remember when we talked about earlier, like, how the heck did I make a deal randomly? It's because you did the work, you remember this person, their problem is still not solved, give them a call. How I would call these people. I would call them twice on my CRM. If they didn't answer, I'd call them another time on my cell phone. So these appointments are very high value. Treat them as like, oh my gosh, they're right there. They just all they have to do is pick up the phone. And sometimes we're like too naive or too nice to these people, like, oh, they're never gonna call you back. The people that you guys sell life insurance to are lazy, they'll never make an action, and I want you guys to get cussed at sometimes. Like, people, if you think you're too scared to call them again, because they're gonna cuss at you, I promise you they're not gonna cuss at you. They're gonna be thank you for calling me. So change that mentality. I used to be so scared at calling someone 2 times. If I had the stack of 100 people, like let's say 12 people who I quoted last week who didn't show up to their appointments, and I have them right next to me, I'll call through them once with my dialer, call them twice, once with my CRM, once with my CRM, and then I literally pick up my cell phone. You guys aren't using your cell phone at all. That's my little fiance there. But what that means is I would call them twice, they see my CRM, oh my gosh, this guy's calling. And they're like, oh my gosh, hello, who's this? I'm like, hey, Miss Sharon, I was just calling you here, sorry. I know you're busy, and I would not treat that cell phone call any different. Just go right into it. And they'll pick up your cell phone. So use that as a strategy. That's the paper method that I use. So if you guys are not running those names down right there at the top of your paper, and you'll have a list, tracking back, Tyler does this well in his text messages sequence, but like, don't ever lose sight of those people that are right there. You'll squeeze 2 to 3 more extra deals every week if you just do that.